Hi everybody! I wanted to use this short video to tell you a little bit about what's coming up next in our class. Now that you've finished your annotated bib and your research proposal, it's time to move into the very last assignment that we'll work on, which is the formal analytical report. So I just wanted to show you a few things that will be coming up that might be helpful for you. If you go to content here, like we've been doing, you'll see that I've added this new page called the Analytical Report, Samples and Audience Analysis. And this is where I'd like you to go next as soon as you finish your proposal and annotated bibliography. In this important page, you'll see that I've assigned chapter 21, which is about formal analytical reports, a really important chunk of text to read. And then I've also explained the three main types of analysis that you could use to organize your analytical report. So as we look at these three types of analysis, you'll choose one as your primary way to think about how you're going to approach your topic. If you're approaching your topic from a causal perspective, that means you're primarily looking at the causes or effects of your topic. If you're doing a comparative analysis, that means that you have a couple different options for solutions or next steps, and you want to investigate which one would work better. If you're doing a feasibility analysis, that means you have one primary solution that might work for your topic, and you're going to investigate whether that would work or not. So these three types of organization are explained here, and you'll need to know about those types of organization because you want to start thinking about what type of evidence you need if you're going to write those. If you scroll down on this page, you'll see this handout here that talks more about all three of those types of organizational strategies. So I'm showing you here an overview of the organization of your report. So this is the outline that you'll start after you finish your research proposal and annotated bib. You'll start outlining your actual report. You'll write an introduction, and then the data section is the body of your report. And again, that will depend on whether you're doing feasibility analysis, causal analysis, or down here, comparative analysis. All three of those types of analysis could be used, and if you pick feasibility, for example, you'll plug in these topics into the outline of your body of your paper. If you're using causal analysis, you'll take these topics and you'll plug them into the body of your paper. So for example, if I was going to do causal analysis, I'd know that in the body of my paper, first I'd need to talk about what the problem was. Maybe, like in Asher's case, is microplastics in the ocean. I need to talk about what the problem is and how those microplastics are affecting the ocean. Then I'm going to talk about who or what is affected, what kind of animals or plant life is being affected by those plastics. Then I would explain either the main causes of those microplastics or the main effects of those microplastics and talk my reader through those in 2 or 3 sections of my report. And then I'm going to talk about solutions that match those causes or effects. So you'll see that depending on what type of analysis you choose to use for your topic, that you will use that type of analysis to structure the body of your report. In this handout, you'll always also see, if you scroll down, that there are examples from actual student reports of those three types of analysis. So there's a comparative one, comparing vegetarian to traditional diets or omnivorous diets. You'll see that there's a causal analysis where someone looked at the major effects of the Libby asbestos mine disaster. And then you'll also see a feasibility analysis where a student investigated a way to detect allergies in children. So this handout is super helpful for you as you start looking ahead to organizing your analytical report. So after you look over this page, you start to think about what types of analysis you might use. You have 2 pieces of homework for Thursday the 23rd. One is to look at some student essays and tell me some things that you notice that are going well or things that could be improved in them. And then the second is to start thinking about the audience of your analytical report. Remember, for us, our audience is the people either an organization or a group of people or even a specific individual who can act on the recommendations that we're making at the end of our report. And there's a reminder here for you about that. So those 2 pieces of homework will be due for you on the 23rd. Then you'll go ahead and move ahead to outlining your report for Tuesday the 28th. Please stay in touch with me if you have questions. I'm happy to help.